Imaginary is the newest Blumhouse film that looks like it was just thrown together to make an easy buck. But does it follow the current trend of Blumhouse films that are just complete stinkers? No. And the answer to that simple question is, well...
Yes?
I'm Mike the Movie Misfit, and please don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and this review might contain some mild spoilers, so you've been warned. The film follows Jessica as her and her family move into her childhood home, and that's when her youngest stepdaughter Allie finds and befriends a teddy bear named Chauncey. And that's when odd things and potential supernatural phenomena start happening around the house. I'm going to go ahead and say this up front, I respect Blumhouse as a studio, make horror movies at a low cost, and also give young filmmakers a chance to make a movie. Blumhouse Productions has showcased some amazing directors, and we've had some amazing movies come out of there. But the current trend as of lately...
Shit. What do you mean, shit?
Now, I have not been having one problem, but a
plethora
of their films, and honestly, a lot of these movies seem to only really have a beginning. Subplots or ideas are introduced into the story with not a whole lot of follow-through whatsoever, and yet these movies have the nerve to be an hour and 45 minutes long or longer. While also stuffing the movie with copied and pasted jump scares and cliche horror tropes, it's now starting to become very, very eye-rolling. One of the biggest flaws in this film are the characters. They don't feel like real people. The character of the dad is just basically useless, but you might recognize the actor from The Walking Dead.
Jesus, man.
Even the character of Jessica in the movie, she just felt just as imaginary as Chauncey. How she reacted to so many things that weren't involving anything supernatural just seemed very after-school special. Then you have the next-door neighbor lady, Elise? No. Tangina. No. Because, of course, we have to have a character like this in the film. But seriously, I can't even remember her name, and I'm too lazy to look it up, so I'm just going to call her Exposition Lady. Then you have the typical angry teenage daughter who's just basically...
Asshole. Major asshole.
Surprisingly, the only actress that made her character feel authentic was the little girl. The first half of the film is trying to play it serious and have a slow build-up, but it just doesn't go anywhere because it's going through the Blumhouse junk drawer of jump scares. Just like Annabelle, Chauncey the bear is very lazy. Part of me wishes they would have done what the original Child's Play did. A lot of POV shots, things running in the background, but you don't get a clear shot of it. But did they even attempt to get creative like that?
Certainly not.
But during the last half of the movie, there is a major tone change to silly and goofy. And why, you ask? That's because they get to go to
his imagination land.
I will say this part of the movie is actually a little bit better. This is probably the tone the movie should have had instead of trying to be serious the first half of the film. And this is where I feel like production got a little ambitious because they took elements from Labyrinth, Beetlejuice, Coraline, and then all of a sudden realized,
Billy, I need more money.
And the studio responded with,
fuck you, asshole.
But seriously, incredible things can be done with no budget. As someone who's grown up on cheesy 80s movies with absolutely no budget, I really do appreciate when those production companies would get creative. But that is just not the case in this movie at all. As much as you see the production value taking a dive, the acting also takes a dive.
What? No.
Now, I'm not sure if it was the director or Blumhouse or maybe both, but it really feels like they both looked at the audience and said this.
You idiots!
Because the movie really starts spelling everything out for you. And even things that the characters are doing, another character will explain exactly why that character is doing that. Like, Exposition Lady, she lays it on really thick.
Oh, thick. Oh, pretty thick.
Now, the overall concept of this movie is not bad at all. It's just not developed. For a movie called Imaginary, it seems to lack imagination. The monster that we see early on in the film is a cross between the fly from the old black and white movie and also a bunch of those styrofoam things that you have in the pool. There's a monster that they add in the film that was probably done way after the fact. I respect that it was done practical, but at the same time they put too much lighting on it and you could tell.
I'm a little fucked up.
Imaginary is just not a good movie. At best, it's a stream only. Even then, if you're streaming this movie at home, I don't think anyone's going to be paying attention to it and probably just going to be looking at their phone. But seriously, to me, Imaginary deserves this. Alright, did you see the movie Imaginary? Did you like it? Did you think it was a big waste of time? Was it exactly what you thought it was going to be? Let me know. Leave a comment below, and please don't forget to hit like and subscribe.